Hello friends, welcome to Communication Skills for Everyone. If you are watching this channel first time, please subscribe. In this video, let us learn characteristics of a good English teacher. This lesson is as part of pedagogy of language teaching. Today's one, teachers who educate children deserve more honor than parents who merely gave them birth, for the latter provided mere life, while the former ensured a good life. Aristotle once said. So, Aristotle gave more importance to learners than the parents of children. Goodness of teachers percolates in students through their teaching and behavior with students. Teachers should be ideal for students. A good teacher can make difference in student lives. So that's what. Let us understand some of the more characteristics of a good teacher, a good English teacher. Otherwise, first one, subject knowledge. A teacher should have mastery over his or subject. Students consider the teacher as an authority in that subject. Follow the teacher in letter and spirit. Students even copy the mistakes of the teacher. Teachers should attain command over the subject to satisfy students' academic needs and expectations regarding the subject. An English teacher should have sufficient command over all language skills like LSRW and aspects of language learning. He or she should read recently published books, journals, research papers, encyclopedias, textbooks, and any other areas of publications which are related to their subject. This is because to update their subject knowledge. Next, pedagogical awareness. The purpose of teaching is to aid students in their learning. Pedagogy is the science of instruction. As we know, pedagogy helps teachers to pass on knowledge and skills to the students. It helps a teacher to bring out desired or expected changes in students' behavior. A teacher should be aware of old and recent pedagogies of teaching is a subject. There are many approaches, methods, techniques, aids of teaching. A teacher should be able to make choices of methods, technique, aids as for the requirements of the content and level of students. So this is an important. Students should able to select appropriate method. A teacher should be imaginative, innovative, interactive in its pedagogy. Technological awareness. In the 21st century is the age of technology. In the digitalized world, students are more techno-savvy than their teachers. The problem of integrating technology in education is that students are technologically oriented, whereas teachers are library oriented. Students prefer to learn from technological tools, whereas teachers learn from books and printed materials. So there is a gap between teachers' learning style and students' learning style. The challenge before the teacher is to learn by his style or deliver the content in the student's life. We can see the latest. We can see in the during COVID-19. So what happened? So majority of them are completely depend on the world, right? Due to lockdowns, technology came to rescue teachers and students in the period of lockdown and COVID protocols. Teachers with technological orientation could only reach students in that period of lockdown. So this says next, psychological orientation. Psychological orientation is important for a good teacher because psychology is the science of behavior and a teacher's job is to bring out expected changes in students' behavior, make choices of approaches, methods, techniques, and aids by considering individual differences among students, their learning styles and difficulties, their age group, their likes and dislikes, so many areas to consider. A teacher should be polite, patient, open, interactive, and easily accessible to his students. He should try to cater the psychological needs of the students and develop their personalities. Sociological orientation. As we know, India is a multilingual and multicultural country. Students come from diverse socio-economic and religious backgrounds. They belong to different castes, community, and culture. All of these elements have a great impact on the overall upbringing of students. It is good for a teacher to have a sociological orientation of Indian society. So John Dewey says, school is the miniature of society. So in that case, every student is a citizen of tomorrow. Therefore, teachers should try to understand and address the problems, concerns, and issues of students from sociological perspectives and turn them into productive and responsible citizens of India. Next one, research aptitude. Research aptitude is one of the important qualities of a good teacher. Teacher should undertake action research to solve the day-to-day problems of teaching in particular and problems of school in general. Research provides a comprehensive look into the prevailing problems and to find out the problems, and at the same time they may come up with possible solutions in the field of education. Research makes teachers more systematic, insightful, and reflective practitioners. Because of research, they may know what are the issues, what are the problems, what are the things, what are the difficulties in their teaching. Communication skills. Communication skills are essential for teachers. Communication is nothing but transfer of knowledge, thoughts, emotion, skills from a sender to a receiver, and vice versa. In a classroom teaching, both teacher and students play the roles of sender and receiver, and the learning objectives are attempted to be accomplished in the process. So, next, lifelong learner. Teacher should be a lifelong learner. Learning is a lifelong process, so we have to learn everything for life. In the age of knowledge explosion and technological advancement, it is essential for teachers to keep themselves updated and upgraded in terms of subject knowledge, pedagogy, technology, and research, because even our system, our phone requires a kind of updation. Similarly, we are human beings, we are living in this world of thing, so we should update our skills, our knowledge. How do we upgrade? Yes, so teachers should take part in seminars, conferences, workshops, in service programs, teacher training programs, faculty development programs, online and offline courses to update their knowledge and skills. Academic writing. One of the strongest ways to reach the audience or students is through writing research papers and contemporary articles in the related areas. This is also one of the area to be mastered. Every teacher must begin writing in related areas, which can be supplemented with the content knowledge of the teacher's experiences gained through teaching, and by combining it with difficulties, solutions in classroom teaching learning. The previous units have right here the previous elements we talked, which may help to get a kind of characteristic for a good English teacher. So what are the characteristics of classroom teaching here? There are teachers who try to inculcate certain things in their classroom teaching. First one, prepare the students for learning. Begin with previous knowledge or background exercises or recapitulation. So coherence and clarity in topic delivery. Whatever topic a teacher is delivering in the classroom, it must be coherent. Time management, this is an important. As for the sub slot, maybe it is introduction, discussion, central idea, concluding the topic, or maybe getting the feedback of the learner. So how he is going to manage that 1 hour or 15 minutes in the classroom? That how he is going to manage time management, that is also an essential. Next, contextual use of language and style of delivery, how it is going to be utilized effectively, and dynamic and motivational strategies for learners. Transfer of knowledge to students as the main target of teaching. Make sure that knowledge teaches to the lost benches of the class or lecture hall. So construct a good learner centered environment. ability to mold according to the need of the topic and audience. These are some of the characteristics of classroom teaching, and already we talked about what are the characteristics of a good English teacher. Thank you for watching. Subscribe Communication Skills for Everyone for more academic and educational videos.